I'm an investigative reporter.
We've got 20% excess deaths. What is causing those deaths, Marianna?
I have never, ever said that those people are liars.
How much money did the Bill Gates Foundation give to the BBC?
Welcome to BBC Verify. Like you said, we are a team of investigative journalists. The point of the team, as you said, is to verify video, to fact check, to counter disinformation. I'm looking at the alternative media that finds itself at the heart of this movement, and a conspiracy theory newspaper that's a part of that as well. That's for a podcast series that will be coming out in June. It's called Marianna in Conspiracyland.
How you doing, Marianna Spring? Thanks for coming down to interview with us today for the Light Paper.
I am the BBC's disinformation and social media correspondent.
My name's Darren Nesbit. I'm a musician from Manchester. 3 years ago, I started the Light Paper with no publishing experience or anything else. We're beating the online censorship, which obviously you guys helped put in place.
I'm an investigative reporter, and I believe passionately in the importance of exposing harm and wrongdoing. I believe that it's really important that we hold power to account.
Edward Dowd used to work for BlackRock, so he's definitely not doing it for the money. Athletes, young athletes, who've all died suddenly. This is another example of massive BBC censorship propaganda, covering it up, refusing to acknowledge that there's a connection. This procedure was introduced to massive populations, and this is now happening. We've got 20% excess deaths. What is causing those deaths, Marianna?
When it comes to issues like excess deaths, and as people have spoken about, there are all kinds of things. The backlog created by lockdowns. And
so we're saying lockdowns the cause?
Well, no, I just think that that's one of the byproducts. You know, excess deaths are complicated.
Has there been any suggestion that it may be linked to the on the BBC?
No, because the evidence doesn't support that idea.
Of course not. How much money did the Bill Gates Foundation give to the BBC?
The BBC News operation is very different from BBC Media Action, which is linked to and has received donations from Bill Gates. When I decide to investigate a story, report on a story, there is no undue pressure, there is no influence, there is no one telling me to look at a story, there's no one telling me that I can't cover something. That's never happened. The kind of suggestion that someone like Bill Gates is kind of pressurizing, is putting pressure on someone, or the money is putting pressure on someone to put pressure on me, that's just not true.
You've said a lot of words. What you haven't done is answered the question. We say that the excess mortality is directly caused by the because it's the one thing, it's the one variable that's changed.
But there are lots of variables.
Hang on a minute. So are you calling these people liars?
I have never, ever said that those people are liars. I did not say that. I've given my response.
You have given your response. It's obviously completely unsatisfactory.
You can present the book to Marianna.
Well, yeah, we can give you this as a present if you like to take away.
I'll take the book.
You're an investigative journalist.
I will take the book. Thank you. Thank you.
Piece of serious investigative journalism. If you're true to your word, you would look at that.
Obviously, I always look at everything people give me, and I always read it and interrogate it. So I will.